Jacob, you talked after minicamp about how you felt like you got much stronger, much bigger, you bulked up over the off season. Can you kind of expand on that a little bit more?
Yeah, I knew one of my focal points from talking to coach last year. Towards the tail end, obviously I tore my bicep, and when I came back, I was only really able to curl like a 25-pound dumbbell. But other than that, I felt like just personally, I feel like I should get a little bit stronger, get a little bit heavier. That way, when we play our divisional games, and when you make that first collision, that go down right then instead of going on getting those 1 or 2 yards more. So that was something that I worked on. I got with the trainers. I stayed here after the season for about like a month and a half, and just tried to add as much muscle and smart muscle onto my body that I could.
How big a year is this for you personally?
This is a very big year for me. Obviously coming in my rookie year, dealing with injuries, missing games last year, tearing my bicep, missing games. This year is really just, I'm just really trying to gear myself up to, have a healthy season. And, I know when I'm healthy, I'm on the field, that, everything's going to fall into place. And, I'm going to be able to, show everybody in Cleveland, the player I am.
Proving durability might be more important than proving yourself as a player at this point?
I think they go hand in hand. I think, the best players in the NFL are players that, get to play, for the majority of the whole season. I think you can only be the best player if you are available for a majority of the games.
Where can you curl now? You said 25 pounds.
I can curl a lot heavier. My arms are, they're equal now. I don't have any weight restrictions. I do everything the same now. So, thank God my bicep healed very well.
So, do you have a number you can give us what you can curl?
I don't think I've ever maxed out. I just do it within my workout.
Jacob, if you and JOK raced in the 40, who would win?
I say I win. He say he win. But that's just good. I think our speed go hand in hand with each other. Especially when we're on the field together, and I think that's what coach likes, that when you got two people that can fly around, get to the perimeter fast, it's gonna make for a tough defense to get past.
Jacob, he had a line about he wanted his linebackers to be like afraid that they hunt. Has he said that to you guys before?
Yeah, definitely. That's what Coach Wood. That's what he thrives upon. Fast, physical, together. So first thing on the list is fast. So he wants all of us to be fast, and then when we arrive at the ball, be physical and arrive all together at the same time.
Do you feel that job in the middle is yours to lose?
I think the job in the middle is something that, being a Mike linebacker is something that, I've always done throughout my whole life, and it's the one job in the world that, I would rather be doing than anything else. Everything that comes with it, it's a lot. It's more than meets the eye, but, it's something that, I'm prepared for, and, I've trained, and, I'm ready for the moment if it's given.
When you go to two linebackers, are you one of the two
Yes, sir.
right now?
Yes, sir.
Do you think you and JOK kind of bring this best out of each other? I mean, do you have that chemistry now that you might be able to, kind of fire each other up or whatever?
Yeah. I think everybody in our linebacker room, we kind of really compete against each other. We go after practice and show the film. If somebody just has a sloppy break, we all all getting on each other, regardless of what it is. And I think that healthy competition breeds higher excellence in the room. So we all want to compete. We want to be the best linebacker room in the league. We want to be the best defense in the league. So I think all those different levels and all the boxes that we can tick together, it's going to help us out.
Just to the naked eye, it looks like this defense is playing faster than it had. Is that what you said before, guys taking better angles, better breaks, things like that, knowledge of the system, all of that?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously in practice we prepare. We all want to run to the ball. We all want to we do different drills for tracking angles and different things like that. But to be honest, this is year 3 with Coach Woods and the Coach Woods system being here. Obviously we're going to all be more comfortable with the system. So I think that's going to show up a lot this year. Just everybody, less mistakes and everybody being able to play faster.
JOK was saying last week that some of his mistakes turned into highlights for him, and he said he really needs to be patient, knowing that he can't take too much of a gamble. Is it the same with you? There are times where you want to trust your speed and get to the spot, and maybe you shouldn't?
Yeah, but you know, that's part of it. Also, you know, part of basically, I would say more reps. You know, in-game reps is, you know, knowing when you can take those chances, knowing when you can go under a block, or knowing when you, okay, I should play hands and go over the top of the block. So, you know, in-game reps are valuable, and, you know, that's why, you know, AB kept me on the, you know, the active roster when I took my bicep last year, so that I could come back at the end of the season and, you know, get those in-game reps. And, you know, I definitely appreciate that because I learned a lot, you know, every game that I played in.
You mentioned that missed time. Do you feel like you're still catching up because you missed so much time the first 2 years, or do you feel like you're where you should be heading into year 3?
You know, I don't think I'm playing catch up. Obviously, you know, I'm still a young player, you know, only 23. But, you know, I think that, you know, also, like I said, again, you know, this is year 3 in the system. You know, even though I was hurt, you know, I didn't stop learning. I didn't stop, you know, studying. I didn't stop, you know, learning the techniques that coach wants to apply to, you know, how we play. So, you know, I wouldn't say catch up, but I would say that, you know, I'm ready for the moment.
Jacob, you've had some time to reflect, obviously, post that injury. I guess, like, looking back on last year, what big things did you learn that you're maybe going to try and carry forward after going through that process?
Yeah, I always look for the silver lining in situations. And, you know, I think it was a couple things that I learned, you know, obviously that, you know, God's timing is the timing that, you know, I'm going to be on. So I think the main thing that I learned was, you know, just all that encompasses with being a pro, you know, ways to take care of your body, you know, ways to recover your body, and also, you know, like the weekly preparation of a game, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, these are the things that I'm doing to lead up to, you know, game day. And, you know, I took that very serious. You know, in the meeting room when I wasn't playing, obviously, like, you know, I was taking notes. I was doing everything. Like, I was gearing up to play the game. That way, like, when I came back, you know, I hadn't taken any reps in months and months. But, you know, I was able to come in and play and, you know, obviously gain reps, you know, get better and better as the 4 games I played.
Has Jeremiah sold you on the vegan diet yet?
So, yeah. So, actually, it was Jarvis. You know, he was telling me, like, I owe it a lot to Jarvis on just, you know, how you know, prepare my body now, and, you know, how, you know, I'm not stingy with it. You know, Jarvis said that if you're stingy with your body and you don't put the money into it, it's not going to make you money. So, you know, I kind of take that ideal on it, and, you know, he was plant-based, and, you know, I don't eat the same food Jeremiah eats, but I eat, you know,
does.
Yeah. Like, I actually was having a struggle finding my plant-based meatballs, my Beyond Meatballs. So I went to like the 4 different CVS's in the area. And I finally found some last night. So yeah, but yeah, I am plant-based.
Hey, you were on that championship team at LSU.
Yes, sir.
At the time, the kicker was a freshman.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
he's here.
yeah.
What do you think of his potential impact here this year?
I think without him on that team, you know, it would have been tough for us to go 15-0, and, you know, obviously win the national championship. So, you know, when I saw his name come across that we drafted him, I was like, oh yeah, we good, because, you know, NFL, it's even closer games in the NFL, you know, to where you actually need those 3 points. Like, we can go back and name 5 games from last year that, you know, if we make all our kicks, we could have, you know, won, or if we would have, you know, kicked in this situation, you know, have faith to do that, you know, we would win. So, you know, I'm super excited that he's here. You know, I know he's learning, and you know, he's enjoying, you know, being in the NFL, and I have a whole lot of faith in him.
Different, sure. You haven't seen him.
Yeah. I mean, that was tough. You know, obviously I was a junior at that point. He was a freshman. He definitely, you know, he's a grown man now, so you know, may look different, but you know, he can still kick the ball good and straight through with accuracy.
When you were talking about improving even when you weren't able to get on the field, are there some things you've done in the last, you know, year or so to become a better student of the game that you think helped you capitalize on that time? Yeah, definitely. You know, I've always had, you know, I've had good mentors since I've been here, you know, trying to figure out what works for me, and, you know, Coach Tarv, we even have conversations, okay, this is what I've taught in the past, what works for you, things like that. And, you know, I feel like I have a grasp on that now. You know, obviously the athletic part of coming out and playing football, that's one side of it. But, you know, there's a cerebral part, that's another side of it. But there's also a preparation part. So, you know, being able to check all 3, you know, trying to grasp the whole thing, you know, it's what makes a good player a great player. And, you know, I'm striving to be great.
What's AWOC like as a mentor and as a guy you're kind of competing against?
You know, he's played Mike in the past, so obviously I can rely upon him a lot to, you know, ask those different questions when it comes to not even just like football stuff, but just, you know, just people management skills, things like that. You know, he's definitely there. You know, obviously he's not practicing, but you know, he's there for me.
Coach Tarver said even in the meeting room that he gets pretty competitive if one of you guys beats him to answering a question. I guess, have you ever beaten him, and what's his reaction like?
Oh yeah. We do this thing called tips and overthrows. It's like gotta get those. You gotta say gotta get those. So, you know, you can hear it anywhere. It could be in any type of meeting. So yeah, but he'd be like, nah, I said it first, things like that. But yeah, you know, that's how it is. Like I told you, we're all super competitive against each other, and you know, we all push each other. And that's what I like about it.
Talk about your closing speed and the emphasis on being fast. How do you balance that here in training camp, readying for the game, between that and waiting around for a read? How do you find that in between during practice?
You know, obviously, you know, I appreciate Coach. You know, we don't always have live periods in practice, but you know, he even asked me yesterday. He was like, what's your what's your biggest I forgot how he worded it, but like, what's like the thing that you like the most? And I was like, you know, playing on the run, playing with speed. So, you know, that's something that, you know, he like as a defense, we don't add a crush to it. Even though we want a hard edge set, we still want to be able to, you know, inside players, we still want to be able to run and close and, you know, hunt all together. So, you know, I think it's just something that comes with just being a pro. You know, knowing how to practice. You know, from my practice habits, my rookie year to now, you know, it's a lot different. You know, being able to, you know, ease up on things, know when to stay off, you know, to protect the team, basically. Yeah.
You keep in touch with Jarvis at all?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him, you know, recently, but you know, Jarvis, LSU guy, you know, obviously, and you know, he's helped me out a lot since I've been here. A really good, you know, team player and locker room guy. So, you know, obviously, you know, I always had that connection with him.